What's good? Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Chach Dave in the building. What we talking about today, bro? What are we talking about today?
She does shit on purpose, bro. He does it on purpose just to piss me off.
Get your man. Hey, get your man.
We have a couple episodes of this podcast going on already. We got a lot to talk about all the time. I don't think I ever shut up. But I like to hear myself talk. So.
Facts.
Sue me. Now, I want to get into manifesting your vision and how to overcome the destruction of that, right? And I'm not talking about the destruction that you cause from manifesting your own destiny or manifesting your own vision, but I want to talk about what it's like to hear from your family, from your friends, from people who doubt everything because they can't or they won't. True. I mean, you gotta let that settle in a little bit. So,
every podcast we do will be something that's close to heart. You know, hits home. Everything's real. Like we just talked about, everything is about we. You don't have a conversation about I. So, let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Shit.
How do you manifest your vision? What does that even mean to you?
Manifesting my vision. We talking like TikTok manifestation, or we talking like how do I manifesting from something that's nothing to becoming something, an idea.
I mean, you could even talk about how did you manifest literally what you started with, which was that stupid ass Views of the Six that you stole from Drake, to this now.
Oh. Oof. Honestly, so I'll start with what I think manifesting a vision is to me. Manifesting a vision is, in my personal opinion, is starting with something that's like an intangible idea. You know, it may be it's like a graphic, or you know, you have a hobby and you like to do more with the hobby. But manifesting an idea, I guess to me, is starting with nothing and that end result ending in something. So I guess I'll start with Views of the Six. Views of the Six originally, when I first kind of began like my media route, when I was taking photos and doing all that nonsense, started like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And when Drake came out with that one album, Views of the Six.
Views? It was just Views. He ain't a Drake fan. He's a Future fan.
Disrespect. We don't talk about Future here. Anyways.
Let's get back into the real.
So originally, you know, Bot 6, Views of the Six, whatever the hashtag was a way for me to kind of give my perception of what I thought my photos should be like. You know, every photographer has their own niche, their own style of photos. When you find your style, you know, you stick to your style. But at that point in time, this is when I was like a sophomore, or freshman in college. That was just, I don't know, it was just like it was my perception, how I saw things through my lens, through my camera. That transition from Views of the Six came and went, and then Stay in Your Bag was a thing. And that in itself was a motto that I kind of had an idea about turning into a business, to a brand, something tangible. I wanted to turn it into a fitness line. But again, I guess manifesting that from nothing to something was just a motto that I would use to put on Instagram. Turned it into something that I wanted to put on clothes, that I wanted to represent, you know, my body. So I guess in my interpretation, manifesting is kind of believing that an idea you can come up with, a motto, a phrase that you come up with, or that you want to take and kind of make your own, is turning that something that's not tangible into something that could possibly be tangible. And that's just surface level. That's just something that's literal. Like, I'm only speaking for, you know, surface level ideas. Choose wisely, actually, you know, what we do actually was just, y'all know J. Cole. If y'all don't know J. Cole, then you can turn this podcast off right now. But Choose Wisely was just an idea. It was never ever supposed to be anything that was, one, tangible, two, you know, business name, you know, or three, a product or service that we provide to people. But we manifested that, turned that into something, you know. So I like to think that, you know, in my personal opinion, manifesting is the idea of turning nothing into something. simple as that. I don't know. I mean, I can't say anything more about it.
And remember, all this stuff is for you to take from us, right? The same way, everybody out there, I've had a lot of lessons from people that are probably watching right now that don't even realize what they taught me. So then their biggest appreciation is like putting that to use, right? One of the biggest things, especially when it comes to like manifesting a vision, is that doubt and fear that your family has of you doing that. And this is just one situation, it's one scenario, right? Where somebody's always saying, well, do you think that's the smartest? Do you think that makes enough money? Can you support a home? Can you support a family? Can you do, the way I see it is there's so many ways to make money. Right? Like, it's true. You gotta do it the way you want to do it. Because in reality, I could go pick up an axe and go pick up a shovel and make $40 an hour at your local, union. But is that you manifesting your vision? Right? Is that enough for you? Because you gotta remember, everything's gotta be enough for you. I know what settling looks like, and some people, that's all they know. Right? When you have a vision and other people, it feels like are dragging you down, you get stuck. It feels like you're stuck. Right. Because then it's like, damn, really? Like, I don't even think I can do this? Like, nice. And I'm not saying that my mom is supportive of anything that I do. I just kind of tell her what I'm going to do, and I just go do it.
Shout out to Dearborn.
But it's more so trying to help yourself see that when you have something that you see, just because you're manifesting your destiny, your vision, it's not a tunnel vision. You have to realize that it's not just you. This isn't possible if I don't have people willing to hear what we have to say. This isn't possible if I don't have friends and family that repost this on their Instagram, that when they watch it, they send it to their friends and family that I don't even know. And then you start to realize my appreciation comes from understanding that they're going to support me because I'm doing what I envision. And they see that. They see, oh, he believes in something and he stands by something, so that's why he does what he does. So then it's like, okay, so now when you go out and you have a vision and you're standing there and you're saying, well, I can do that too, right? Somebody can do exactly what we're doing right now. So then it's like, okay, well then, why aren't you? Like, why don't you take advantage of the fact that you can do something and don't stop doing it until it works for you, until you find out how to monetize it. Because anything can be monetized. It's all about just scaling it to a point where enough people are watching or enough people are buying. I mean, it isn't that hard. It's just a matter of sitting down and realizing I have something and I need help. That is probably the biggest thing in manifesting your vision, is nobody's going to believe it more than you, but you also have to understand that they're not going to see it the way you see it, right? Not everybody's going to have the same drive as you have for what you're doing. So when people do doubt, you accept that. You have to understand that there's doubt in everything, right? I mean...
Hold on. What's that? Say that again?
I forgot what it was.
Say that again?
They've had a pause it so we could run it back. But there is doubt in everything. But why do you have more trust in McDonald's and Apple to make money, to buy stock in, but you don't have a doubt in your mind that they'll make you money, right? But you have doubt in your mind that I'll make you money, right? Where does that fear come from? Is it from knowing that person's past? Is it assuming that there was 100 people who gave up, but you're the 101 that made it, right? What is it? You just have to understand that. Don't take it to heart when somebody doesn't see your vision, right? It doesn't nothing gets clear until it's there. Right. It's like a painting, right? Just because I'm telling you I'm painting mountains, don't mean you see mountains. Right. I know what I see because I see it, but that don't mean you see it. So when you're finding yourself and you're trying to find out what makes sense for you, right? Like his thing was the Bot 6, right? That's how it started. So then it was like, okay, well, then what? Right? Because one of my biggest things that I lean on is creating these playlists, because it allows me to hone in an emotion into one playlist. So if I can show you this with music, then I can tell you this.
Right.
I can tell you what the emotion feels like. When somebody doubts you, it's like you turn one of two ways. You get angry at that person, and there's a lot of like resentment towards them, and then it's like you're trying to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
That is the wrong way to do that.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to prove them wrong. You want to find out why are they doubting you, because there's something that they're seeing that you're not presenting.
Yeah.
Right? You say you got $1 million idea. Why don't they see that? That's a you problem.
Yeah.
That ain't a they problem. They don't need to see your vision. They're just gonna support. That's why when I see a lot of people say it costs $0 to support, $0 to like repost, retweet, whatever, it's like it does cost nothing, but it costs me my energy.
Yeah. And there's no reason to support.
Why should I support somebody that I don't like?
There's no reason to support a vision. If I can't see the vision, there's no reason to support it.
Exactly.
I'm not saying that my opinion is important because there's how many other billion people on this planet, but if you take that route where you say like, oh, you're not gonna support me, like, well, fuck you then. It's not, well, fuck you then. It's a, well, what do you see?
Exactly. What drives you?
Right.
Because now that allows me to tap into a demographic that I'm not used to seeing.
Mm-hmm.
People that don't like it. Finding your like passion and your drive in life shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be something that's like, well, what am I good at? What do I do? It's like, try things.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to fail a lot, you know? And that's one of the parts of manifesting your vision. Because if I'm going to manifest something from nothing and I'm going to create this, then what?
And that means you're willing to try.
Exactly.
And that means you're willing to fail. If you're willing to try something, you're willing to fail. The problem is most people are so afraid to try because of the opinions, because of the naysayers and the doubters, that vision can't even be created. It's like, well, I'm gonna try to be a graphic designer. I'm gonna come out with 2 designs. They don't get no love. Don't nobody like it. So now I'm done. Fuck it. Yeah. It's like, well, you haven't even given yourself a chance to fail multiple times or try multiple times.
And you got to stick it out. I mean,
that's true.
Things don't just happen. You know, it's like you ain't catching it. It was a good try.
I'm done. Basically, understanding the process of what manifesting is, which what I'm taking from what you said is digesting in the process of the failure, the doubt, you know, the trial and the error, my bad, and me kind of giving like a backstory of where I started at. I like to quote something that the great Nip said. Hey, don't nothing separate me from anybody else. I'm no different. I'm no talented than anybody else. I just never gave up. Like I've been through countless names of brands. I've been through countless ideas, and since the day I met him, it's just been like an everlasting idea train of just not giving up and not trying. And even when something didn't go right, I never kind of put it on the back burner. I was like, well, okay, I gotta do something else. It's like I'm not gonna give up my creativity. So, you know, moral of the story essentially, when trying to manifest, when coming up with an idea, when you feel like you're in a position where you know you can create something that people will like, you just can't stop it. There's no reason to stop it. Because if you believe in it, you know, ain't no telling what you can accomplish within 10 years or 5 years, or, you know, you could be that 1 in 100 who pop instantly. You know, you never know. And I guess the fear lying in that unknown needs to be alleviated in order for you to continue to try and fail and try and fail to ultimately succeed in life.
Yeah, that's spot on, right? Because there's so many ways to go at it.
Yep.
There's how did he manifest his vision? Mm-hmm. How and he gave you a blueprint that he took over a 5-year span.
Yeah. And I still ain't made it yet. I'm still trying to get y'all to watch this.
Yeah, so it isn't like that's what we're getting at. Just you can't stop. And you can't allow your emotions to control your vision.
Yeah.
The vision's there.
The vision's there.
Get from A to B and then go from B to C.
Right.
Don't think that A to Z is gonna happen overnight. Follow a plan. Manifesting your vision isn't just simply saying, I have an idea, I'm gonna go do it. No, put it down on a piece of paper. Write it down. Put some goals together to hit weekly. Right? We even ran into a question from somebody who we're doing a video for. Our man. Right. None of your business. Yet. But he said you got 80-something days left in the year. And we're sitting here like, yeah, this year's almost over. But in reality, it's not. What goals did we set to manifest the vision of growing this, of helping others, of putting yourself in a position to not just think about how, you know, I can get on, how he can get on, or how can I get in that Gucci bag, or how can I, you know, I want them, you know, Como de Garçon shoes. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? What am I doing, and where do I want to go?
Right.
Figure that out. Figure out where you want to be. If you don't know where you want to be, then you're gonna end up somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, there's so many quotes, there's so many lyrics, there's so many punchlines I could give. It's not about that. It's simply saying, in your quest of manifesting your vision, there's gonna be a ton of emotions that you go through. You just can't stop.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm sure off the top of your head, you're like, well, I saw Nip say this, and I saw J. Cole say this, and I saw Kendrick say this. You're right. And there's a reason that they are or did what they did. Right? You just can't stop. And I think that's one thing that I'm trying to get across is it's like, we push this and we believe in it. We believe that we're not the only ones that can manifest our vision.
Right.
If you think we can work with somebody and you like their work and it's stand-up work, we want to work with them.
Facts.
And we want to surround our people with that do that. But if you're posting Monday through Thursday talking about I'm manifesting my destiny and, you know, I repost Gary Vee, I do this, I do that, but then I see you at the club on Friday night with a bottle and you're talking about the girls, and it's like, it's cool, it's fun, I guess, if you're 17, 16 and you're trying to impress the kids in high school, and it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, but
I don't want to be cool.
What is your vision?
That's what I'm saying. What do you want? Is that what you want to be? Do you want to be a partier for the rest of your life? Because you can go ahead and do that.
Right.
Go ahead and post videos, vlogging yourself, manifesting your vision of partying your whole life. I get that.
There's people out there that want to see that. But
Yeah.
but ultimately, if your vision is to succeed and accomplish something
And do it the right way, and put things that matter first, not just yourself, but your family, your personal, you know, health,
right,
your mental health,
right,
things that matter.
And your future family that you plan on creating, or you plan on joining, or anything for that matter. If that matters the most, just 7 days in a week. I just don't see accomplishing a goal.
I can't see you doing 4.
Thank you, bro.
I can't see you doing 4 Monday through Thursday afternoon, and then doing Thursdays, you know, Friday nights. I mean, we know what everybody does Friday nights.
Yeah.
You got Saturday and you got Sunday brunch. It's like, that don't work.
That don't.
Right? I don't care about what LeBron did in the finals. I don't care about what...
You really don't care about it.
I don't even care about what the Dodgers are doing. I'm a Cowboy. I could care less about who I like and what's happening on Sunday afternoon, because I have a vision that I'm manifesting that needs to happen Sunday through Sunday. 52 weeks, 365 days. It cannot stop. And anybody who you look up to, I guarantee you they feel the same way. I guarantee you, yeah, they may repost these people and talk about Brian, but the whole conversation can't always be about, oh, well, LeBron's. It can't always be that. Manifest your vision, stick to that, and the rest of those conversations are irrelevant. Peace.
Boom. That's it.